Scorpio, happy spring. So I'm trying this new type of reading series called the Singles. It's for the single seekers, kind of my single seeker series. And I will be laying out basically 3 cards with the Romance Angel Love Oracle cards. The Romance Angel Doreen Virtue. I call them Love Oracle because it's kind of very heavenly love-based cards. So the first card I will lay out goes from mid-March to mid-April, mid-April to mid-May, mid-May to mid-June. And as I kind of made this little layout myself, and the way I'm reading the energies, it seems like on this side of the reading, that's just my dog if you hear the click-clacking. This side of the reading is kind of where your thoughts are at, where your energy's at, and on this side, the cards that come, and I'm also pulling from the Morgan Greer tarot deck for clarification. This is more kind of the energies that are presented to you. And kind of, sometimes it shows the direction that people are inclined to go in, or this is kind of their thought process. There seems to be a lot of this push and pull energy. So very like Venus and Mars interplay. One is pulling Venus. Mars is kind of the chaser, kind of pushing as well. So I've also seen with the first few readings I did a lot of clearing the way and clearing kind of the slate for energy. And it's funny, the Free Yourself comes as the first card, which is very much that. So it's kind of clearing that spring cleaning that you need to do energetically to get yourself ready for where you need to be. Good. So for the first month, I have Free Yourself. It's time for you to take back control in your life. So this spring, perhaps you are newly single, and these readings apply for the single seeker, but that's if you consider yourself single. In any way, newly single, you are looking outside a relationship, you want to be single, harsh, but we've all been there, right? And I kind of did this because with Free Yourself, we have the Death card, which is this change, this fast type energy, I would say, this inevitable thing that's happening. Then we have the Seven of Swords in reverse and the King of Pentacles in reverse. So the feeling I get from that is although the 7, and I don't necessarily always read reversals, although the 7 of Swords is in reverse, it's like, and this could be because of an earth sign. I'm seeing more Taurus or Capricorn. It could be a Virgo. But I'm seeing more of Taurus or Capricorn. And I actually had Virgo in the reverse here. So it's that, and this is your card as well. This is your card, Scorpio. So you are kind of stepping up and you are aware of whatever it is that needed to go. And I think in your case, Seven of Swords might have been upright, involving this King of Pentacles. But because you are becoming yourself, clearing the slate, cleaning things up, making the change for yourself, freeing yourself in essence, it is now in reverse. So the energy surrounding that, I only have one card pulled, and that's what kind of where the energy wants to sit, is the Three of Wands in the reverse. So the way I see that is that your ships have kind of arrived. You've made the steps that you want to make, but you might be unable. It doesn't really feel like it. It feels like you're waiting for that other wand to come in. I want to clarify that. So, for the clarification, I'm taking the Moon card. It kind of all fell out in different sets. But the Moon card, so this is the illusion as to where you actually are. Because if this was upright, then this is kind of this unsavory thing that's happened. And this is more of a solid type foundation. The family, it could be bringing you back to family type karma. That could be clearing this. And is also that kind of fulfillment you would have had with the Pentacle, right? This King of Pentacles type solid family foundation. So there's this illusion that comes with the clearing of what this was. It's kind of like that tower type energy, but I feel like you're more in control because you are able to free yourself. This is the tower, but this is the tower in, what's the word I'm looking for? This was your choice kind of deal. And the Mercury retrograde is affecting me right now because I can't find the word. Free will. This is your free will choice, and it is the right choice for you because there was something going on here. And it was like your Scorpio side, your water side, your intuitive side. We have the death reflecting with the moon. A lot of intuition played into what happened here. So when that usually occurs, it's kind of hard to rationalize it in a real materialistic way. Do you know what I mean? Like in a real world way. Like if you knew somebody was doing something behind your back, but you had no proof, but you saw all the red flags. You've dated this person maybe a million times before, and it's the same test. And I mean, there you are. Basically, I mean, it's a lobster, but to me, it's kind of scorpionic as well. There you are with all these dogs around you, and they're barking at you, but you're making your way through into the night, kind of just guiding yourself. But you don't necessarily have that proof, but you know it's unhealthy. You know it's not what you wanted. You knew this isn't this. So you're kind of waking up to this illusion, and it seems like you've seen this before, and it could be because we have in the next month, and this is very much a family card too, healing family issues. And although this is reversed and that's how it presented itself, I feel like it really shouldn't be. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. And maybe it was this lack in the reverse of seeing these cyclical family issues that keeps bringing you back into these type of relationships. And I mean, that is, you learn from your parents kind of how to be in a relationship, good and bad, right? And it's really hard, like you attract certain people because of how you were treated in your childhood. So I feel like as you move through the month, this illusion, sorry, that's annoying. The light is like, the sun is just like, this illusion as to what makes up a family has you kind of unsure as to how to proceed, because I feel like you've seen this before, and that's why it felt comfortable, because this was how your world was, or how things were before. I'm just going to close the blinds. It's going to be annoying and loud. I'm sorry. Better. So on this side, and what's kind of pulling you in is the Eight of Wands in the reverse, and then the Temperance card. So it's like that starting over fresh, definitely after the Death card precedes it. We have Death, the Angel of Death, and then we have an angel coming. So it's a lot of intense clearing, but after this, right, they're 13. This is card 14. So that you are working through these series just like you're supposed to of major arcana cards. So it's like you kind of don't know how to proceed, this lack in confidence, because these karmic old wounds, these family issues are being brought to light. And you were probably kind of aware of them, but you might not have been aware of your patterns and what made you attracted to this kind of person. So they're asking you to start balancing your emotions. And this is not the easiest card to work with. This is kind of the ideal of where you want to be. so you can be on your path. So death definitely has to come before this. And on the other side, we have two of the main balance equality cards. We have the Two of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. So it's finding that that balance that was lacking in whatever this was. Because this person is taking from you what you're not seeing. I mean, even though it's in the reverse, it's like, it's more like this is over, but that's what was occurring with this individual. So now you have your pentacles in balance. It's finding that balance and where to start over and kind of getting that footing that you lacked here. So there's a lot of clarity coming to you. There's a lot of opening up. Your energy is kind of heavenly laden right now in following the major arcana type patterns, it looks like here. Like mentally, you are making the progressions that you need to make. And on the other side around you, you're kind of working through the pentacles in an outside world kind of way. We also have the Page of Rods in reverse. So I feel like that's more of a person, like a young fire sign in your family. It could be a Sagittarius, or this person, you're trying to seek balance with this person because they're very back and forth, in and out. And there's the Ace of Swords. This could also be one part of you, very much so, that some part of you that's very dear to you that you feel misunderstood because of your family. Like you are becoming accepting of some sort of part of you that you've never felt was accepted with your family. And maybe you're approaching them and lacking confidence in it. But like you are finding balance in this thing. So in the third month, we have passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Where your head is at is this sort of clarity with the Ace of Swords, and you have the Queen of Swords here. So it feels like it mostly feels like this is you as the Queen of Swords. So this clarity that comes to you kind of opens the way for potentially this Queen of Rods to come in. And this can associate with that passion type card. But this is like the no bullshit. I mean, this is Queen of Rods is no bullshit queen. But this is a no bullshit. We'll cut you out. Won't even blink. So sorry. Instead of warning me that it was that the battery's low, it just stopped recording because the battery was low. But I think, as I was saying, if this is you as Queen of Swords, you have clarity, and then you have this other individual coming in. But I also see this as, with the Five of Cups here, this is your past, and then these are these two individuals here. And then you have the Two of Swords, basically, right next to each other. So it's making that decision. And you feel very passionate or very allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So whatever you've cleared out here, there's kind of this balance here, but I don't really see that many individuals. But the clarity that you've gained is attracting people. And you come out of this, on the other side, this Four of Swords, meditative, reflective, within type energy, kind of this, you're coming out of a hermit type, and then you have the Nine of Cups and the Chariot. So you're able to move forward with whatever type of decision you are able to make. It's like these cups are finally bringing value to you. Because of the clarity that's gained here. I don't have much of a feel for other individuals. I mean, you'll be aware of your scenario. But we do have these balancing cards. A Two of Cups here. We have the Two of Swords here. As well. Just making that observation. So maybe you've become this lover boy or girl, and you're kind of become more open because you've freed yourself from whatever this is, and this illusion as to how things are supposed to be. But you look very successful. These are very good cards. I'm going to pull cards for here because this confuses me a little bit. Because I feel like they're a little bit at odds. And I don't know why. So we have the Hermit, which I explained here. The Empress in reverse, potentially. The King of Swords, and then the Ace of Rods. So King of Swords is kind of the match for the Queen of Swords, right? And then the Ace of Rods is a passionate beginning. So you have two aces here. You have her ace, and you have her ace as well. The person in your past might have been a Virgo, because we have the Empress, which is Venus-like energy, which is also ruled by Virgo, which is the Hermit card. So it's like you have these offers, and I feel like you're the King of Swords more energy now that I see this reflected. And I mean, you would know. Either way, you're being very clear as it is to what you want, and you have an option, maybe a couple of options with the Ace of Rods here and the Ace of Swords with their corresponding queens, and you're trying to look within to figure out what you want, because what you wanted has now changed, is what I kind of see. So I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for watching. I hope this resonated with you guys. It's actually a really good reading because you are kind of sitting in your power at the beginning of the month and then working through stuff, and very good things, fruitful things are coming to you, and you seem like you can see it, where with other signs, it's kind of that feeling of being tested as to which direction, if they're going the right way, and kind of that soft kind of like bumper car type, trying to keep them on the right way while you're more in control, and this is kind of your decision either way as to where you want to go. So again, contest still running for this month, so please like, share, and subscribe. And my email's below, soaring.swan.divination@gmail.com. And I will see you in April. Take care, guys. Bye.